Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special Marvel Superheroes draft. Today, we are joined by the one, the only Alex Nikolic. You know him from the hosting of Limited Level Ups. You know him from his Twitch stream, Limited at Quarter Calls, and he's back to help us win in Marvel Superheroes. Early days in the format. Welcome to the channel, Alex. It's great to have you again.
Hello, Nikolai. How's it going? Also, hello everybody watching. Yeah, glad to be back. It's always a fun time, and we've been pretty lucky to be able to meet in the early days of the format the last few times. It's always fun to get the hot cakes on the new cards, and yeah, I'm excited to do some drafting.
Yeah, so hot takes on the new cards, as you say. Before we dive into the draft, do you have any hot takes on the format or any cards you really like that we should keep an eye out for during the draft portion? I know it's like day 2 or something of the format, so early days still, but you've probably jammed a bit of drafts in early access in day 1, so what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think just my thoughts going into a draft right now are I would like to be white and or blue. I think those colors are really, really strong. Just across the board, a lot of strong cards at all rarities. I also haven't loved red. I've had a good red deck. It was a nice black red villain deck, but it's the color that I've been least tempted by. Just like looking at the packs, not a ton of red cards draw me in. So yeah, I'm also not sad about being anything just yet. Like you said, it's still early. It's good to explore the format, but yeah, ideally something white or blue, I think.
Very exciting. Yeah, as I jump into the queue, it's kind of funny. The I haven't played blue quite as much because I feel like I'm not as drawn in by those comments, but I feel like I play red all the time because I'm like the world's
Oh,
biggest Crimson Operative fan. Like I feel like I see that card like seventh pick and I'm like willing to second pick it out of packs. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, why doesn't anyone like this card? Why am I alone in this world? But I have yet to play like a single lightning strike, so it's like kind of funny. I just
oh
which
yeah.
cards people like and which cards people don't like. Have you? What are your thoughts on all the 2-for-1 creatures? Like, I feel like there's a few of them in this set, like Crimson Operative, like Herbie. There's the white one, Hero in Training. What do you think of those cards? Because I feel like those come around the table a bit more than I thought they would.
Yeah, especially Hero in Training, that's the white one. Like I see that card later than I would expect to. I think they're all really good. Like Crimson Operative, that's the for the folks that might not know yet, that's like the 4 mana artifact what is it? 3/2 that
He's
when
an
it enters you exile the
artifact
top
creature,
card.
robot villain, or something.
That's it, yeah. A lot of type lines on that one. But it's a value creature. Yeah, I think this is a like big picture. I think this is a value centric format, right? It's not one where it's all about like play a 2 on 2 and play a 3 on 3, cast a combat trick. I'm very interested in all the value centric stuff. That stuff seems to be playing pretty well.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of value in this set, and so it makes me almost want to prioritize efficiency sometimes. Like I found the green fight spell that's 1 mana with a +1/+1 counter to be like really nice because you go like I
Yeah,
guess with Crimson Operative especially you go like Crimson Operative and then the next turn you go like fight spell. It gets bigger and you just like spend 1 mana and to get like a huge board advantage. And then when you have all this card draw to supplement it, it's like a very natural strategy that can overpower the decks that are just playing 1-for-1s. Um, when you just have cheap spells and then efficient
absolutely.
2-for-1 creatures. Yeah, what blue cards have you liked? You said you like blue cards at all rarities, and I feel like I've liked a couple of the blue cards. Like I really like the drone that makes a 2/2 into 1/1. I like the counter spell a decent amount, but like some of the blue cards, I feel like I haven't been trying as much because I just haven't played the color as much. Which blue cards are you liking?
Yeah, those two you pointed out are awesome. We say the nay, I think is the counter spell's name.
Yeah, yeah.
Also really like Atlantis attacks, the 7 mana, make a token, make a
Oh,
6/5 hexproof token, bounce 2 things. That card's pretty good. Been a fan of that. A couple other ones that I'm forgetting, I'm sure at this point, but yeah, I think
yeah.
that like those two you mentioned, those if you're drafting blue, the drone and the counter spell, like those are the premium ones.
Yeah, I was getting. Yeah, I had a really sweet blue red artifacts deck in the opening day, and I got to try a lot of the blue cards, and they're just like so nice. The drone is so good in just like any blue deck. I feel like.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Diving in to pack number 1. Let's see what we can get. Our rare is a blue and white card. The Mighty Thor Chain
Look, I
Foster.
manifested it.
I know you were like, I like blue and white cards. This is a good blue and white card. And then there's like Truck Toss as a monocolored card. Hero in Training we talked about. Colleen Wing. What draws your eye in this pack?
Yeah, the rare is definitely appealing. I think it's a perfectly fine rare to first pick. It just is does generally good things. maybe once in a while you have an equipment or two in your deck and you get a little more value.
Hmm.
So that, and of course, early on in the format, it's always great to try out the rares. You don't get to play them as much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's
What are
great.
your?
I'd also point out Trickster's Stratagem. That's another blue common I
Oh
think is
yeah,
really fantastic.
yeah. What are your thoughts on first picking multicolored cards now that we're back in a 10 archetype set?
Yeah, that's a really great point. I'm less into it. Definitely. It's definitely a cost to take a gold card, but I do think Thor is good enough. I could see, a week from now being like, you know what? Hero in Training is just better and it's one color and maybe it's not quite as strong, but it's more flexible. Today, though, I like taking the gold card.
Yeah, this one just makes me sad because I didn't like the movie that had the mighty Thor Jane Foster, and I was really it was like one of those ones where it wasn't that the movie wasn't great, it was that I was so excited for the movie, and then the disproportionately not liking it quite as much as I was hoping.
Oh no.
It was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I can't weigh
Uh,
in. I haven't seen that one in particular, but maybe that means that I don't need to.
yeah, it was Thor: Love and Thunder. So,
Oh, okay,
but
gotcha.
I liked I think it's a fun like it's kind of fun to be able to connect the characters to the movie sometimes. Okay, here there's Abomination, Terrifying Titan, which I've liked. There's Frozen in Ice, Falcon's Wing Harness. I mean, Hulk Smash. There's some interesting choices here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like those are the ones that caught my eye out of this pack too.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you like sticking to blue with a Frozen in Ice, or like dipping into a potentially different color with the Abomination, maybe?
yeah, it's a great question because I think the Abomination is pretty good. But with our good first pick, I like Frozen and Ice. Like removal is a pretty high premium in this set. There's not a lot to go around. There's a little bit less than usual, and it's also there's some of the removal is a little bit clunky. This is actually one of the more clean, cheap catch-all removal spells that I like.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the removal because I have found the exact same thing. It also feels like there's more must kill things than normal. Like they play like an
Yeah,
uncommon like Madam Hydra, and you're like, well, I have to kill that, or I just am in really bad
yep,
shape. And like sometimes it's like
for
you have to
sure.
kill the rares, but here it feels like you have to kill everything. This pack has a lot of the cards. The Atlantis attacks, we say the nay. There's Atuma, which I haven't gotten to try yet. There's Patriot, and then like Brave Brawler and Crimson Opters.
Yeah, this is a pretty decent pack. Like both those blue commons we called up before. I
Yeah,
really like Patriot. I think that card is great. Like good on offense, good on defense.
annoying when you have
Yeah,
good
that's another thing
creatures.
too. Right. And another dynamic of this format, there's not a lot of good twos. And so if
Yeah,
you see a good two like this one, I'm snapping it up. Like
yeah.
a lot of them are very filler level, and that's a really good one.
I think that is one of the benefits of white is it gets things like Patriot. And I think the 2/1 life linker that can get counters later is also surprisingly reasonable. I don't know if you've played
Yeah.
the Tapper guy, the Sentry dude. That guy has also been like potential like a little bit um done some good things in some of my games. Like against me mostly. I haven't played him myself as much. Here there's Tuma if we want to stay blue. There's Atlantis attacks. Then there's like White Tiger, Ava Ayala, Undercover Scroll, and Go Nuts. So lots of green cards here. So those are kind of the ones that I identified as options here. I guess Murdoch's Crusade.
Yeah, I'm unsure how much I like Murdoch's Crusade just yet. Like
Yeah, I haven't played it.
it it can kill a big thing for cheap. I would go for the Atlantis attacks here. I think like I only really want one has been my feeling, but I'm happy to
Hmm.
lock in my one copy.
Yeah, that's an interesting pack for me because I feel like there was like a lot of green cards, but they were all like solid-ish. That's how it felt with a lot of the green cards. I feel like none of the green cards are overwhelming. Like even at rares, I think the best green card might just be the Khazar guy, like rare or
Oh
mythic
yeah, that card
included.
is
Like I think
great.
Khazar might be better than every green rare and mythic. Like when I was reading through them, that was kind of my thought process, which is kind of wild.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's true.
Here there's Spider Woman. There's like Repulsor Blast if we wanted to go into red. Surveillance Room, Stark Industries. Yeah, a few options again.
Yeah. Yeah, Spider Woman's a nice one. It's just like a nice removal spell tacked onto a body, basically. Not
Yeah,
quite because you remove her and undoes it and all, but it's good, and it can also have some nice synergy with the Mighty Thor. Maybe you lock down something else as they keep playing better threats.
yeah. Patriot keeps her protected a little bit. Like they have to kill
Yeah,
Patriot first, maybe. I mean,
yeah,
here
very
I find it
nice.
hard to imagine passing Hero in Training. Just perfect with everything we're doing. It's also Kid Loki, though. I guess.
Yeah, I fully agree. Hero and Training looks great, especially with the Mighty Thor. It's another great blink target. I found Kid Loki to be a little underwhelming, actually. Like, there's There's not that many ways to continuously trigger him. You often get him to like a 2/2 or a 3/3, which is like, at the end of the day, not bad for your 1 mana card, but I don't think it's a premium uncommon or anything.
Yeah, my opponent put the like whatever genius plan, the 1 mana enchantment that draws you an extra card every turn onto it, and I didn't have
That's
removal
funny.
spell, and I just felt so sad because it was like turn 2 they just did it,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so bad for me. It was just growing, and I was like, oh gosh. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of red cards. Like we've seen a couple of the repulsor blasts in a row. There's a Loki here. Now there's Hour of Defeat. I haven't played the giant-sized flying ant yet. Cavalry. What do you want to take here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't love the blue cards or the white card. I would probably speculate here. It could be on Loki, it could be on Hour of Defeat. I'm also not too opposed to splashing removal if you need it in this set. Like, that's not something I do in a lot of sets, but in this set where I just think you really need to have removal, I think
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah. And then here there's a We Say Thee Nay, and then there's also like cards that could help us with a splash if we wanted to do that. Um, so kind of on color versus like help us play the off color card we just took.
Yeah, I would vote We Say the Nay. Like, I kind of see this as, I was mentioning when you see a good two, you should take a good two in this set. And I think this one, that counts as a good two for me.
Yeah. Do you like have a certain creature threshold you want before you play Atlantis Attack? Like with the Teamwork 4, do you cast it for just the 6/5 hexproof sometimes? Or whoa.
Oh, that's very nice. Well, yeah, great that we wheeled this, but yeah, that's a good question. I think you absolutely want to be able to teamwork it with consistency. So, you're aiming for like 14 creatures, maybe sometimes it played on 13, but the
Yeah.
card does get a lot worse if you're not teamworking.
Do you prioritize the lands like pretty highly here, or would you just take the tricksters?
I would
Like,
take stratagem because I think stratagem's
yeah.
so good. But I would
Yeah.
also like a land.
Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. I feel like we're wheeling a lot of the blue cards here, and even like 5 mana
Yeah.
4/4 Vigilance Flyer ain't the worst sometimes.
Yeah, playable.
Cast
It's not terrible.
cast Atlantis attacks at instant speed, just devastate them. Just
Oh, beautiful.
yeah. Which one do you want to take?
I kind of like the equipment here. I think the
Yeah,
card's pretty good, and it plays particularly well with Atlantis attacks because you can make your big hexproof creature flying.
just wield all of the blue cards in that pack.
Oh,
That's a good sign for us. Which one do we take here?
okay. Well, we say the nay number two is pretty tempting. I think I would take that. The uncommon's interesting as well, but filling in that cheap card slot when it's sometimes hard to do, yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
Atum is also. Oh baby, we wield the other one.
It's also in this
Uh,
pack.
I was considering. I was like, I'm pretty sure we saw another one in another pack. It also plays quite well with Falcon's Wing Harness. I don't really want two of this card, but playing one could be decent. Um, Especially because we might wheel this guy. Let's go, the
Oh, there we
combo.
go, the combo.
We're wombo comboing now. Just,
Hell yeah.
I feel like we're the only blue drafter. At least that's my current suspicion.
I would guess that as well. Yeah.
Sometimes I like to like take this second to be like, okay, we currently have a couple white cards, but we could realistically be blue anything because we only have 3 white cards and then we have 1 black card. So we could be like a blue red deck or a blue anything deck if we wanted to, which is always
Yeah,
like a good
very true. And
check-in point.
often,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was basically just saying like sometimes I get the like we first picked a blue white card and we were kind of like taking white cards throughout the pack, but like we don't actually have that many cards we couldn't play. Like we could just be like, oh, Iron Man's really good, we could play that or something like of that nature. And so sometimes it's important to even when you're drafting in person, especially so you can't see it as obviously, just do a quick check when you're drafting.
Absolutely. And oftentimes, like especially when you open a bomb rare in pack two, like okay, like it's a green card, but we're not there. Maybe we could play it. We're not
Yeah.
there here too because we open a blue rare that we could play.
Do we want to take the rare or do we want to take something else? I feel like the rare is interesting.
Yeah, we've actually got a quite a. I would take the rare for science reasons at very least. Because we actually have quite a few cards that play nicely with it, right? Mighty
Yeah.
Thor draws a card
Yep.
every turn with Loki.
Yeah.
Spider Woman draws a card with it. So I think it's good enough
Patriot.
to.
Patriot shield.
Patriot, oh yeah, Patriot, so good. Wow, every turn, great.
Yeah, I feel like does it work with equipments like Falcon's Wing Harness? If we played that, we could spend 3 mana to equip.
It's a good question. Does
Target
it?
equip is an ability, right?
Oh yeah, sure does. Yeah, great.
And we
Also,
take
didn't
Echo
call it out at
Copy,
the
don't we?
time. Yeah, Echo Copy, that would work there, yeah.
Uh,
I didn't call it at the time, but the equipment, Thor also wants equipment too, so that's another reason to
oh,
take the
good
wings.
call. Good
Yeah.
call. Yeah, that's a nice thought. Yeah. Okay. So this pack, there are a couple options. There's like Okoye. There's the combat trick. There's nothing crazy. Madam Mask is pretty good.
Yeah, I like Okoye here. That card's like a lot of stats. It's good for our Atlantis attacks. Just makes a lot of bodies.
It's good with Thor, flickering it.
Yeah, good with Thor. Good blinking. Absolutely.
Okay. So this pack we see Trickster Stratagem, Raft, Luke Cage, Dependable Quinjet. Our rare is this green mythic, which I don't think is crazy. Um, have you found a certain spot on the curve gets crowded more frequently? Like you said, there's a lack of 2-drops. Like I know some formats like, oh, there's so many good 3-drops, there's so many good 4-drops, so you like prioritize them less. Have you found that to be true for this format?
Yeah, I found it's at 3. There are so
Okay.
many good threes I want to play. Like my last deck I had like 8 of them or something. So
So here, do we want to take Stratagem or Raft?
I think I take the Raft Security Officer. Like we're a little low on twos, and also we're a little high on fours. It's I think a worse card than Stratagem, but we also want to prioritize bodies because of the teamwork stuff too. So
Yeah, we might
I think
also
a body's
wheel
fine.
any blue card because I don't think there's any other blue Raptors.
Absolutely.
Here, I mean, Heroic Feast is a pretty good card. This is one of the green rares I like, I feel like, because you play this, and then you have like a gain land, you just get a counter. But and also the food, you just spread them out. But we're not playing green, but there's Stratagem, there's Aim Synthoids. I've been relatively happy with this because of the lack of 2-drops, as you said.
Yeah.
Kid Loki. Photon Blast Barrage has been insane in my games.
Oh yeah.
Just just messed up. But what do you want to take here?
How many card draw triggers do we have? I think a decent
Uh,
number. Probably not.
one.
Yeah, it's probably not enough to take Loki. I think I take Stratagem still here, but Loki is kind of close. It's peaking. It's to the point where it's like I could see playing it.
Yeah, we have Loki can draw cards sometimes. Thor can draw cards sometimes. Hero draws cards. 2 stratagems, Atuma.
Stratagem. Yeah.
It depends on how many card draws. We might even have enough to play the cavalry without the
True.
without the Atuma synergy. I am Iron Man and Depower, the classic combat trick debate. We don't have a lot of token making, and then like Wakandan's fine, Quinjet. What do we want to take?
Yeah, it's probably one of the tricks. Like I think Iron Man looks fine here. The card's
Yeah,
always just fine, solid.
yeah. Okie doke. Just all the blue white cards. Feels like I'm seeing a lot of them. White Widow or another stratagem. We already have 2 stratagems. I feel like the more removals we get, the less we need Hour of Defeat, which is kind of nice.
For sure. I think I'm pretty off splashing that card, especially because our
Yeah,
lane is so open.
yeah, exactly. I haven't played White Widow all that much. We don't have a ton of enchantments to get back or artifacts, and then the stratagem's just always solid.
I think I like the body here. I think the again your call out of like Atlantis attacks making that card good. I think we want to respect that.
Yep. Okay, now there's another solid 2-drop. There's also Avengers Tower, and we have 6 heroes, so I don't know how
It's
many
not
the
bad.
threshold is. There's also the 2-drop, and then Reed Richards, which we don't really have a ton of synergy for.
Yeah, that land I've been super impressed with. I would take that here. I think it's just such a good mana sink in the late game. Helps your mana out for the most part. Yeah, is
Yeah.
that guy's a villain, I think, right?
Yeah,
The merfolk.
he's a villain, sadly.
Okay. Unfortunate.
Okay. Here there is crowd, or we could take the equipment to go with our Jane Foster. Our creature count is medium currently.
Yeah, I found crowd to be okay, and it's also another trigger for Loki. Another targeting
Oh,
trigger. I
that's
guess
really
the equipment
good.
is too, but
Yeah, but this one's
this one's
free.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to beat free. Oh my gosh, we
Yep,
wheeled Iron Man.
exactly.
Iron Man, I had him with the X spell, the blue red one. Like, I guess we could take Hydraulic Helper here. We're not going to play Iron Man probably,
Yeah, I agree.
but I feel like it's disrespectful not to take him almost. um, but I had him with the X spell, like the Vision one, like that you could like search up an artifact from
Oh
your deck,
yeah.
and it is an insane combo with that because you just spend X equals 4. Iron Man comes in as like an 8 powered creature because you have like 4
Ooh.
artifacts in play, and then you just hit them for 8 and draw a card immediately.
Draw a card. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I had it with the improvise rare too, so like makes all your non-creature artifacts have improvise, and so I
Mm.
made a 15 powered Iron Man because I had a bunch of like random artifacts in play.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was so good. I've gotten to play with that X spell, and it's definitely one to keep an eye on for because it looks a little clunky, but when you have the Iron Man, oh my gosh, what is happening?
Oh,
I'm so sad. Um, I feel like we could just have played blue red if we wanted to because we wheeled Iron
yeah,
Man
it's
and stuff.
possible.
I should have taken the Iron Man instead of the hydraulic helper, I guess. Anyway, yeah, there's some pretty cool things you can do in this format. Like the Expo is also really good with the Vision Teenager one, because that's another one that draws a card when it attacks with more counters.
Hmm.
It's way better than I thought it would be. Okay. Pack 3 time. Okay. There's Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. Maybe one of the better green rares, I think. But you have to be
Yeah.
heavy green. And then there's another Okoye. There's Hero in Training. Kid Loki. Surveillance Room. What do we like here?
Hmm. Yeah, I guess it'd be choosing between the two white cards you called out here, and probably just go with the hero because it's cheaper and we do have quite a few fours at this point.
Yeah, we have
That'd be my vote.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to play Mr. Reed, though, I don't think. 3, 4, 5, 6. So plenty of those. Plenty of threes, too. But we have probably going to cut the Quinjet, I imagine. And yeah, have you gotten to play the Quinjet at all?
Only once in a sealed deck, and it was okay. Like it filled its role of helping me splash, but it definitely not going to live up to the levels of Potioner's Trove from Strixhaven. It's not that kind of manolith.
Yeah, I've had a few decks that play it, and it's been like solid. Just flying has felt decent, but it's not been like I usually play it when I'm splashing. Here
Yeah,
there's another
yeah.
White Widow. There's another We Say the Nay. Is there like a limit on how many of these effects you'd want? It's also
I think
patience.
so. Yeah, the third is probably getting to be like, okay, well, I would play it, but if there's another option, maybe that's better. Like, yeah, Agent of Atlas is actually pretty nice here. So it's
Yeah,
hacking two. It curves into hero in training.
yeah, very nice. Yeah, for sure. And we have a decent number of non-creatures like Trickster, Stratagem that lets it hit for like 4 maybe.
Yeah.
Um, okay. There's another Avengers Tower. I don't know if there's a limit on these as well. Probably to some degree. We have 9 heroes, so a good number of our creatures are heroes. There's another Atlantis attacks. There's another White Widow. This is a
Hmm.
hero and a villain, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, free bingo space card. So
Free
what do we
free
like
bingo
here?
space. Uh,
Um, yeah, the second Avengers Land is definitely worse. The another four drop I'm not loving. I could see taking the Synthoids, honestly, the AIM Synthoids, but let's just take White Widow, I think. Like, we might end up with a few more fours than we want, but at least then we get some selection of what ones we want to play.
yeah. Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
The Wondrous Wasp, and also Night Nurse, and also Web Up. I feel like our colors have been
yeah,
pretty open here, which is nice. Um,
it's a
yeah,
good
all
pack.
these cards are pretty good. I feel like this is the best one, maybe. Flying, Flash. I mean, this also has Flash and can be a little bit of a value play. It works well with counters. Web Up is good removal.
Oof, yeah, I also agree.
Our
Wasp
removal
Cry
count
looks
is
good.
we have these 3 as removal spells, kind of, plus 2 counters. So maybe we're a little light on removal.
Yeah, plus Spider Woman, and also the Wasp is some removal too, right? Or at least interaction.
And I think this works with Loki, I think.
It
Ability.
does, yeah.
Yeah, our Loki is looking great. Hmm. I mean, this is one of the green cards I really like, She-Hulk, but we're not playing green, obviously. I mean, there are some good green cards we've seen, but there's Kid Loki, there's D-Power. I don't know what are your thoughts on the Land Cyclers?
I've played them mostly when I'm splashing. I haven't played them yet outside of splashing, but they're good splash tools. And
Yeah, I
yeah, I
think I'm
think we
gonna take.
just take Kid Loki.
Yeah, we
Maybe
have a
play it.
decent amount of card draw. Woohoo!
Ooh,
The Merfolk Tribal deck. We're definitely heavy blue.
yeah, that looks great here.
This one's funny because when I read it and realized it had flying, I just couldn't stop laughing about it. I'm like, why does it have flying? He's clearly swimming.
It was the underwater guy.
He's underwater flyer. Like that's just like so counterintuitive to me. Just like why does he have flying? It does not make any
It's like
sense.
it's like the that episode of SpongeBob where they like realize they have a fire underwater all of a sudden. Like, wait a second, what? This doesn't make any sense.
I'm quoting the Marvel movies. You're quoting SpongeBob episodes I haven't seen. It's all right with the world. Um,
That's all
this is my
magic is these days anyway.
exactly.
SpongeBob and Marvel. So
Yeah. Which one of these? There's a lot of good options here. I like the shield guy. Burrowback is my
yeah, the
favorite of the
shield's
land cyclers.
always good. Yeah, I agree. Bro, backup's a nice landslide there.
Okay, another raft guy maybe. I don't think we need a third one of those. We don't have a lot of artifacts. And then ant is probably not what we need.
Yeah, just another two fill in the gaps here. Like I wouldn't mind one more two, a little more interaction. Also good with Loki, yeah.
Only if we target our own thing, right? Of an
Uh,
ability you control. Never mind.
no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
an
Any
ability.
player
Yeah, yeah,
permanent. Nice. Now we have all the Atlantis sky options. We could take another Loki
yeah.
if we
Let's
want, or we could
go.
take the cavalry. I don't know if we need
Yeah, I
more
know
two
we play
cavalries.
either of them, but probably Loki is filled the collection as well.
Fill up the collection, yeah. Ooh, another equipment to go with Mighty Jane. Or Mighty
Nice.
Thor, Jane Foster. Not that we really want to play this one. Whenever Gorilla, like the interaction of this with vehicles is so annoying because like I had to look up how it worked because if you try to target a Quinjet and then they crew it, it fizzles, which is
Oh yeah, I hadn't taken that in. I'm glad you mentioned that.
bang. We got this one done. I think I like
Nice.
Googled that while I was in a draft because I was gonna do it and then I realized that it would fizzle and I was like, gosh darn. Because sometimes you can like target the thing and if as long as it's a legal target when you start, I feel like that where it works sometimes.
Yeah.
The Biochemist has not impressed me. I have not liked this card at all.
No, I agree.
It has felt
I've played it here and there, but nothing
it has
special.
felt like a worse painter's familiar from um like last set or whatever the guy was called, the 2/1.
Oh, the landscape painter, yeah, with
Yeah,
the
the landscape
draw
painter.
five
Yeah.
or 5 mana draw two.
Yeah. I could have taken the connive guy, I guess, there, but I felt like we didn't need another 4. And I don't know. The good to have flexibility in your combat tricks, I guess. Okay. So in building, we have 2 of the Avengers Tower. We could only play 1, or we could play like an extra land to because we have 2 of these as mana sinks, plus plenty of heroes. We have 13 heroes. I imagine we're gonna cut some creatures. I'll just move over some of the cards I'm considering cutting right off the bat.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a lot of good cards. I didn't even realize we got an
Yeah,
Echo.
we're
When did
gonna
we get an Echo? We just wheeled like every blue card, I guess. Like, my gosh.
we're gonna make have to be kind of brutal with some of the cuts, I think, because we have so many playable cards.
Yeah, like, I'm probably just going to start by cutting the Quinjet, the Super Suit, the Hydraulic Helper, the Bold Biochemist. I kind of want to cut the Echo, because I feel like, I don't know. I guess you can copy White Widow, which is kind of cool. A Spider Woman, you can copy. Mighty Thor, Raft, you can copy, I think. There's like a decent number of things to copy with this. I haven't played the card, though. And then I don't love 2 Kid Lokis. I'll keep 1 maybe for now, but probably will cut the second. Cavalry can probably go, even though it's a combo with Atuma. I guess Atuma could even be a potential cut. Um, Double blue when we have 2 heroes things. Any non-hero gets a premium. What are your thoughts on initial like easy cuts? I guess this one maybe in the pile. Are there any cards I haven't pulled over yet that you would want in the pile?
I don't think so. I think you've highlighted the bulk of them. Yeah, the rest of the cards just look fine. So yeah, I'd agree. Let's just cut like Depower. The wingsuit is the one card I think I would want to keep here. Like I think that card is just pretty strong and has some decent synergy in our deck too with Thor and Loki and the Hexproof token.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but
Okay.
but those other 5, yeah, like I could see them going.
We have to cut 5 anyway, so we could just cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of all of the Merfolk synergies. Though it is kind of cute the Merfolk with this guy. When you have 1/1s and
It
then you
is,
have
yeah.
Atuma. I feel like Atuma is like in the Echo. Like I feel like it's Echo or Atuma that sticks around, and then I can cut these other ones probably. I do like Crowd with
Yeah, and I
Loki
think
specifically. That's kind of cute combo.
yeah, that's the tough part. If you're gonna cut the Merfolk card,
Maybe I could cut 1 White
then
Widow.
like you also kind of want to keep the 3/2 Merfolk card. So I think you just cut those as a package and keep Echo. Echo does some pretty decent stuff here. Like it's actually gonna be pretty good.
Okay, so cut that. Cut this guy. Cut this guy. You want to keep both White Widows? You think?
Yeah, I think
Just
so. I
keep
think the
these
card's
3.
strong enough.
One,
Yeah,
two,
looks good to
three.
me.
Nice. Our curve is now 16 creatures. What are your thoughts on? We have 13 of our creatures are human. 11 of our 16 creatures are heroes. We did cut our double blue card that was not. Do you like playing 2 Avengers towers still? Or do you like playing 1 so that we can get up to 8 planes for our like raft security officers?
Yeah, kind of tough. I think I would just play 1 because I doubt like this deck has quite a bit of value already. So
Yeah.
like it's not like we're gonna be reliant on that card for value. If we had like a little bit less card draw, like maybe we didn't have the heroes, maybe we didn't have the rares that draw some cards. Sure, I'd be interested in shoving a bit more ways to play in the late game, and maybe you play the second land. But here, I don't think we need it that badly.
Yeah, this deck looks really sweet too. It's like we got a lot of cool plays. We have some like good value. We have the Atlantis attacks top, but our curve is really cheap. Other than that, like, I feel like we can do some really strong things, even though we top out at 4 pretty much, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like this is it's a good curve, but also it's got good grind into the late game. Like we've got a lot of places to put our mana.
Yeah, this Loki actually looks fantastic in this deck, gotta be said. We have so many cards that work with it. I wonder if it's the sort of thing where when you first read this card, you're like, oh, I'll want this in the right deck. But then it just turns out that like every deck has enough things to make this card really good. So like you take it early in packs and then end up with the stuff to make it work. Because we just like didn't, it's not like we really built around it intentionally, but we just have a lot of stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, you're right. I think it's probably more like we kind of lucked into a deck that it's really good in, to be
Okay,
honest,
okay. Yeah.
but also like if that will happen sometimes.
Yeah, the Echo is the one that I'm going to be most interested to see how it does, because that's like one of the cards. I'm like, okay, this card could be a little bit rough potentially.
A little
I
clunky,
have,
yeah.
yeah, but I haven't seen it do a ton, but I'm excited to see it in action. It's good with like White Widow. It's good with Okoye. It's good with a lot of our cards. So should be exciting stuff. Thanks again for coming on. Where can people find more of your stuff?
Of course, yeah. So, I of course, like you mentioned at the top, I stream under cord_o_ calls on Twitch. I've got the Limited Level Ups YouTube channel, and we actually just launched a website as well, so you can check out
Nice.
limitedlevelups.com to find all the content over there. I've got my tier lists and stuff. So, yeah, if you want more of me, that's where you find me.
Fantastic. I'll put links to all those in the description. Thanks so much for coming on, Alex, and I'll see the rest of you folks in the games. Welcome to round 1. Alex is gone, so that's just me and you and all the other viewers. We're hanging out playing the games. It's best of 3, so lots of strategical depth to this, and we have won the die roll, so we will play first. As we get into the game, now that Alex is gone, I just wanted to say he's really is a great teacher and great player, so lots to learn from him, and makes good videos and stuff, so I think you will enjoy it. I sometimes like to hype them up a little bit once they're gone so that they don't get uncomfortable, but yeah, he's really good. We're going to mulligan this hand, though. This one is a keeper, though, and I think we will just get rid of our 7-drop because we want to be able to play our spells. And also, as we get ready for round 1, I would like to shout out the NicolaiBolas Patreon. If you're enjoying my videos and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for people of all skill levels, while gaining access to bonus content like my card-by-card tier list and format thoughts document, and helping me do extra things like have guests on Patreon is the place to go. Special shout out to those who support at the credits level. It makes a tremendous difference. So thank you to all of those folks and to all of my patrons. Okie doke. This guy could be a little hard to cast. I think we're going to start with the raft guy. No. I kind of want to lead with my white spells because I want to get extra 1/1s from this guy. Is kind of the thought. And also I want to go Loki into the Spider Woman. Okay. Okay. Boom. We chipped in for a point of damage. Got him. We missed a land drop, but that's okay. I'm going to play the Submariner first. And then next turn I can go Loki and start tapping the Hydraulic Helper or something. I just like getting this guy out first because I like to have it when I'm playing my blue spells, I think. And also it's a bit of a removal check because if they have an answer, they'll use it on this guy and then my Loki can maybe live. And this guy gets out of control quickly. This only triggers with non-creature spells, though. I would love to draw a land, but unfortunately it's not going to happen here. I thought this was any blue spell, though. I must be real. Non-creature spell, so I should have probably checked that a little bit sooner. This has reach. If I draw a land, I can go this and start tapping things there. So this will trigger this guy, and I'll get a 1/1. I really want to double block here. I'm not going to. I'll just take the damage. Gosh, Kree Sentinel is so annoying when you're mana screwed. It's so annoying when you're mana screwed. Oh my gosh. I just have to survive here. I'm drawing so many extra cards, I think I can afford to be a little bit conservative here. Like, Spider-Woman is going to lock down one of these guys at some point. That's actually a really good draw. Yeah, I can flicker that eventually. No attacks. Stay strong. Defense. Defense. Loki is just taking over this game, which is great for me. Bang! They scoop it up. Okay, so they're a bit more aggressive. It feels like. Do I have any artifact hate? You have to draw your second card to get a hexproof. I feel like I'm not the one attacking here, so D-Power could be pretty good in the matchup. Shrink down their 5-power guy or their Crimson Agent. I kind of want to bring in the D-Power. I kind of want to cut Echo. I feel like I'm just going to want to cut Echo a lot of the time. I also like having more cards to go with the Namor, because I thought that Namor worked a little bit differently. It still works with a lot of my cards, don't get me wrong. They have some artifacts. Bounce spells are good against this. They have some clunkier guys. I don't think I Am Iron Man does as much. I'm not really the attacker. If I was the aggressor, I'd be more willing to bring in these sorts of attacky cards like these guys. I don't think I want this. What do I cut? I think Trickster Stratagem's good because they have some random 5-drops they're playing. I think I'm going to cut one White Widow. The counterspell seems so good against their random 5/5s they're playing. Great hand. They are living the dream once more. Turn 2, this guy can ramp them. Trickster Stratagem does good work against this guy, though. Actually, I'm going to lead with the Echo here. This is actually going to be pretty good for me. It blocks the Automaton. They're splashing white for something. Brutal. It's funny, I'm going to gain 4 life here. I don't want to risk not knowing whether it triggers on that. Okay, I'm glad I didn't cut the Echo. Kree Sentinel, sure. That's a really good draw. I kind of want to play this Spider Woman and then copy its ability and tap both their guys. So I think I will do that. I will say vehicles get better when you have something like this, which can't attack on its own. I wonder if I could have tapped the Quinjet forever. We are fully in Protect the Queen mode here. Maybe I should be playing this Raft guy. Yep. I'm just buying myself time. I'll eventually, if they'll eventually kill the Spider Woman probably, and I'll be able to do some other things at that point. Remember, they do have the extra mana from the Quinjet. Okay, Echo's actually doing major work. I'm glad I did not cut this card. It has drawn me 2 extra cards. Oh, what a draw. What a rip. What a rip off the top of the old library. Time to get this guy down. I don't think I need the extra 1/1 that much, so I'm just going to play this without copying it with Echo. This is our... I was going to say this is our chance to see if you can copy things with Echo without... needing to... like hold full control. Yeah, I think we'll just keep it as is for now. And if we feel like we're on the defensive, we can bring in depowers and stuff. But that was a clean win. Nice little victory for the home team there. Okie doke. Round 2. Here we go. We're gonna keep this. Loki into this guy, into Namor maybe. I wish I had a different 2-drop I could play, but I'm still gonna just make sure I play my cards out. Ant-Man's army, sure. Okay, this is a really good start. We're about to do some cool stuff here. White Widow, attack with Jane, flicker White Widow, put 2 more counters. Ah! This can't attack. It's pretty nice. Okay. They can hit me for 6 now. I kind of want to Trickster Stratagem this guy. I forgot this thing came back into play tapped. Let's maybe attack first so we can draw our card and see what we find. We can also play this, then flicker it. Gain 4 life. That actually seems better. Especially because I could draw one of my 2 counters. And gaining some life is nice here. Nice, I found a 2-drop. Okay. That was nice. I got to spend my mana pretty efficiently. Next turn, I can go Trickster Stratagem on something. Their Tigra will gain a counter, which will be 2 counters because of the dock. I'm thinking they could have +1/+0. They could have +1/+1 counter and lifelink, which maybe they would have attacked with other things then. They could have the green combat trick, +3/+3. So, those are all the ones that come to mind. Panthers Pounce, okay. Why didn't they target the Invisible Woman with that? Did they misclick? That's a tough one. Perfect. That's what I was hoping to draw. And I have Wasp I can flash in to be like a lethal attacker. Just make sure they don't have anything crazy. And now we swing for lethal. This is pretty awesome. Our deck is just cooking. Bang! Let's go. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, so they are playing green, white with a little bit of blue counters. Panthers Pounce is good to know about. Kind of like doing the same swap as last time. Bring in a D power because I feel like they could be more aggressive, and then I can eat their guys maybe. Whew. That was nice. Loki's insane. Okie doke. I think I have to mulligan this. I have 8 blue sources. Most of my deck is blue. I don't have enough white spells in this hand. If I had 2 more white spells, I could keep that, I think. Okay, I'll keep this. Because it's a very similar situation, but I have 3 blue spells. And I don't want to go to 5. I'd rather counter their thing than use the Wasp here, because I just want to buy maximum time. And they don't have their second color yet right now. The Ant-Man's army. Can play Patriot first. Eventually I can Falcon's Wings onto the Echo maybe and have a 2/5 Vigilance flyer. They go for the Doc Samson. This isn't the scariest of cards, but I don't want it to resolve because it could get scary pretty quickly. So if they have a giant growth, they can use it to kill my Echo. I don't really care about it right now. Taking 3 for no reason seems bad, though. Okay. Also, Echo can copy the Patriot's ability and like hit them for a bunch of damage in the future. They could have the Tigress. That's a good one to think about. Wasp can tap a couple things. I really don't like this card. Let's see if you have to hold full control with this. This is an experiment. I would normally hold full control, but I want to see if it works. Okay, so it lets you do it with the echo when you need to. Okay, perfect. So this is 2, 3 to use that. I want to end this game in a hurry. So let's just hit them for 8 here. Threaten lethal next turn in the air. They haven't shown me the most interaction. When you have connive cards, holding a land makes sense. Okay, Pet Avengers has reach. That's a bummer. Okay. It's a great draw. That is a great draw. I can exile this thing to the equipment to draw cards if I need to. I don't think I have that quite that flexibility. Just gonna hold a Patriot to keep my guys alive. I'm gonna play the land here because I might want to use Jane's ability to exile Wasp and Falcon's Wing Harness. They could have done that at instant speed, but now they're tapped out, which makes things a little easier for me. 3, 5, 7, 9. So I have lethal now. No, I don't, because I can't tap the Pet Avengers. Hmm. 3, 5. So I can flicker the Wondrous Wasp and the Falcon's Wing Harness. And this is 3, 5. 7, 9. I think I have lethal here. Because I can copy this. That's 3, 5. This can tap this guy. Oh yeah, I don't need to flicker the lost reach, but it can gain flying if they have the 1 mana trick. So their last card was Panther's Pounce, which does frustratingly get me a little bit. But now they have to top deck something else. They have 2 draws to find it. That doesn't help. I would have cracked the clue first, because maybe they drew, like, another Pet Avengers, and now they can't play it. Okay, so they're dead now. Oh, no, this has Reach. Gosh darn it. Actually, no, because they can kill this thing, but they can't stop the Wasp. So it's not good enough. All the extra damage from the Patriot combo worked out pretty well here. And it still doesn't have a Reach because of the Wasp. Boom! Nice little victory. Nice little win there for the home team. Echo's doing crazy stuff. That's fun. That is very fun. Nice. Heading to the finals. Let's see if we can get the trophy. I'd like to do the trophy. The trophies are always nice, especially when you feel like you can make the guest proud. Or, like, do justice, do right by them. Oh my gosh. Our deck is so sweet. Echo doing major work. I did not expect Echo to do this much crazy stuff. Okie doke. Playing first for the trophy. Starting with a double mulligan game, eh? Well, at least we have Loki, which can be a serious source of card advantage in our deck. Mulling to 5 is never where you want to be, though. It's not like it was a deck building problem, though. Can't cast him. Brutal. Ugh. Now Namor can hang out and block their stuff. Target of an ability you control. I have some good abilities I could draw. Brutal. You might wonder why I'm not attacking. There's a 1-mana deal 2 in the set, and I don't think this game's going to come down to whether or not my guys get the... Okay. Let's connive onto one of these. Sure. Ah. A White Widow would be good about now. Okay, easy trade for me. Great draw. Great draw. Oh, that's huge. Loki about to take over. He's entering his takeover phase. They're digging for a removal spell. Oh, this costs a little bit more than I thought it did. Okay. 1, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. Play the land. Then I'll activate this and use this guy. I was going to try to save my life total here a bit. I know I could have copied this, but I think I'm going to start drawing a lot of cards here, and I want to just play my spells. Gosh, Echo's going to do so much work here. Let's do this first. Equip it to Echo. We're coming back from the mold of 5 because our deck is so sick. Sure. Tap the Agent of Shield so they can't get like a +1/+1 on their guys. Huge draw. Play this, play this. I know I could have kept the White Widow, and it works with my Loki and my Thor. Wow, this is going so well. Sure. That's a great draw. That's a really good draw, though. Counter, counter. Okay. Now it's up to Spider Woman to close the door. Sure. Still gets tapped. Bang! The mold of 5 gets it done. Okay, what do they have? They have Take Up the Shield as an instant. And they have Panther's Pounce, and they have Murdoch's Crusade. Okay, nothing else too scary. Bounce spells seem pretty good in the matchup. They don't have any removal spells. They have Murdoch's Crusade, and they have not played any other kill spells in this entire game. I mean, they do have 20 cards left in their deck. They weren't drawing 10,000 cards a turn, but still. D-Power is really good against some of their cards. I just bring in D-Power every matchup, it feels like. And I have been cutting a White Widow. Any cards that seem worse? I have this is a 4 toughness creature. I have some enchantments too, though. Frozen in Ice is tempting to cut because they have the Murdoch's thing. But Murdoch's is going to kill this thing or my Namor. Let's just cut the black. Wait, I'm gonna cut the Okoye, actually. I guess White Widow is easier to get with Murdoch's. Once again into the Mulligan world. We'll keep this, ditch a raft officer, and hope we draw planes. 'Tis unfortunate, as they say. It's not the worst draw. I messed that up. I could have attacked them for 2. I don't know if they would have blocked. Herbie. Yeah, I could have maybe gotten in for 2 last turn. This turn, obviously not an attack. I don't know why they're tapping my Raft security officer like that. We could see the Avengers Tower. I get activated next turn. Atlantis attacks is starting to look better and better. Brave Brawler, sure. So I want to put a counter onto the agent so it can trade with Brave Brawler. And No More is already a target, so let's just put the counter onto the White Widow, maybe. The White Widow itself. Yep. Okay. I should have tapped a Herbie. This is a fine block for me. So many Raft security officers. Okay, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a little annoying. That's a good draw. I think they've used their tappers kind of strangely. I don't know if they fully understand how to use those. I've definitely made a couple blunders here. Like, I feel like this hit me for no reason at one point. Like, I could have just held up an agent or kept my guy back on defense. They got to use both their tappers. But then I got to hit them for 9. Well, that's a little surprising that they would do that. So are they just dead? 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Oh, so close. They can't use this now. Yeah, that is not how they wanted that to go, I don't think. Bang! We are the champions of the draft. Let's go. We won on a mold of 5. We won on a mold of 6, I think. We won tons of games. This game, we didn't even need any of our rares, right? We just played our great cards that were commons and uncommons. Actually, this one's technically a rare, but we didn't really need it. Oh my gosh, what a win. Let's go. Oh my gosh, the raft security battles. We are the champions of the raft. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a comment down below and to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Leave hashtag the mighty wins because we got the mighty Thor, Jane Foster, and got some sweet wins with it. Thanks again to Alex for coming on as a guest. Be sure to check out all of his stuff in the comments section down below with links. And I had a ton of fun with this one. I hope you did too, and I'll talk to you next time.